Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Fazelah binti Markus and I'm from BA 1115S6. Today, I am going to present an individual assignment which is a case study for Human Resources Management course. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. This is the first case study. The situation that can be seen in this case study is an interview session in a company. The question is, identify the mistake by interviewers in the case. For me, there are two mistakes made by the interviewers. Firstly, interviewers asking irrelevant question for the job specification. That was an irrelevant question. Interviewers should record and listen back everything candidate answer from relevant question that were asked. For example, interviewers can ask, or second mistake made by interviewers is preventing interviewee from answering their question. The question were given and when Ali want to respond, they prevented it. These actions are not right and can make the candidate feel uncomfortable. Moving to the next case question. What might Ali decide to do next? Ali should not hope too much for one interview to be enough. Having called for an interview does not mean that the person is already going to work there. It is just a possibility. In interviews, most of the time they have more than one candidate for the job and will pick the best criteria to fit the job. Next is, Ali should be prepared before going to an interview. Interviewee should gather as much information as they can about the firm, interviewers, and position they want to apply for. Going to a war without a training is a suicide. For example, interviewee can gather information from family, friends, other materials, or from the person who worked there. Last case question is, how can the interview be improved? The easy step is by making a guideline for interview. Guideline for interview will enhance the smoothness and the effectiveness of the interview. Guideline consists of understanding for the job. Both interviewers and interviewee should understand of the job. Other than that, interview can be improved by paying attention to non-verbal cues. When interview were held, the interviewers should look for body language to see any uncomfortableness in the interviewee. Last but not least, provide information as freely and honestly as possible. When the interviewee asks a question, the interviewer should answer it honestly as possible to avoid feel cheated when they are working later. Case study 2. The situation is about dissatisfaction at Syarikat Zumaju Sendirian Berhad. The first question is, it is legal to do picket. Workers who belong to the trade union and who have a trade dispute with their employer have the right to picket at or near their place of work. The purpose of picketing is to publicize the workers' dispute with their employer who are not directly involved to the public. Workers hope that this visible sign of solidarity among the workers will persuade the employer to give in their demand. This is the reason why workers allow picketing in this case. Next question is, Ahmad advised the workers because only members of registered trade union may strike. The agreement with the union already expired 6 months ago. The workers at Syarikat Zumaju Sendirian Berhad not a registered trade union, and anyone who participates in illegal strike receive no protection under the law. They are liable to be dismissed by Syarikat Zumaju Sendirian Berhad. Third question is, the method to solve this issue is by arbitration. Arbitration is the settlement of a dispute between an employer and his employees by a neutral third party. Under the Industrial Relations Act, the Industrial Court is empowered to settle trade dispute. Where a case involves a union, hearing will be held before either the president or one of the chairmen. The last case study 2 question is, the role of a HR manager when the workers dissatisfied are observation. This practice will help HR manager respond to a crisis situation rationally, instead of jumping to conclusion right away or responding to grievances immediately. HR manager can take time to review the situation. A good way is to communicate with those who are involved and gather all the relevant facts. Apart from that, the role of HR manager is confront the problem. Dealing with an unsatisfied employee may not be a pleasant or an easy task, but at the same time, this is part of a manager's job. Must remember to not push the problem away.
That's all for my case study video. Thank you.